One of the fundamental core principles of Jewish belief, together with that in the world to come and the coming of the Messiah, one of these fundamental principle beliefs is the belief in the resurrection of the dead. That there will come a time when, as the great sage Maimonides puts it, when the will of God dictates it, that the dead will be brought back to life. And one of the great mysteries of the Bible is that this is not actually spelled out explicitly. And that's another story, why these things are actually only alluded to. In this week's Torah portion, the portion of Bishalach, we find the beautiful Song of the Sea, beginning in chapter 15 of the book of Exodus. And this is very poetic and beautiful section of the Torah, the song that Moses and all of Israel sang when they crossed the sea on the last night of Passover, when the Egyptian army was drowned, when they were delivered to salvation, when the Sea of Reeds turned dry, and they were taken out of the house of Egyptian bondage and delivered to safety. And in the Torah scroll, this is actually written in a very beautiful manner, in a poetic form. And in general, the whole section is replete with much mystery and all sorts of deep explanations. The song begins with the words, Az Yashir Moshe, Uvnei Yisrael in Hebrew, which is invariably translated, when we open up most Bibles, it's translated as, then sang Moses. Then Moses and the children of Israel sang this song at this moment of the great revelation of the hand of God, the miracle of the splitting of the sea. However, actually, this is incorrect, because the Hebrew literally reads, then will sing, in future tense. Moses and the children of Israel will sing in the future. And the Talmud tells us that this is one of the proofs, as it were. This is an allusion in this verse in the Torah to the concept of the resurrection of the dead. That when the time comes, Moses and the children of Israel, that entire generation, will be present and will in fact sing this song, future tense. Now, there is a tradition when we recite this song actually every morning as part of the morning prayers. It's actually included in the daily prayers of Israel. There is a tradition that this song should be recited with great happiness, with joy, standing, and with very great intention. And it's recorded that whoever recites this song with great joy will merit to recite it in the future world. So we see that this is really extremely significant. And after all, it is the song of praise that the Jewish people used to extol God when they witnessed that great miracle of the splitting of the sea. So, this is the tradition that's recorded, that whoever sings this song in this lifetime with great joy will merit to sing it in the coming world, in the future as well. But the question really could be asked, what is so significant about this particular prayer, this particular section of the Torah, which we find again in this week's Torah portion, in chapter 15 of the book of Exodus? What is so significant about it that one who recites it with great joy will merit, this is the promise, to recite it in the coming world as well? Is it just because it tells the story with great beauty and pageantry? It tells the story of the delivery through the sea that night? Actually, herein lies a very great secret, according to our holy tradition, that actually ties in this concept of those cryptic words, Az Yashir, which the Talmud points out is actually future tense. Then Moses will sing in the future. And here is what the great Kabbalists teach about this mystery. They tell us that actually this song is going to be sung at the time of the resurrection. When everyone comes back and witnesses the greatest miracle of all time, and witnesses the great saving hand of God, and everyone is reunited, we will sing this very same song. And what most people fail to appreciate is the fact that when Israel sang this song at the splitting of the sea, they weren't really singing it because of the splitting of the sea. They were really singing it about the resurrection. Because you see, at the moment of the splitting of the sea, which was such an unbelievable miracle and such a great revelation of the power of God, they had collectively as a nation, under the great leadership of Moses, they had a great flash of prophetic revelation. And they realized that the wonder, the power, the joy that they felt, the confidence in God that they felt at that moment, at the moment of the splitting of the sea, was just a little inkling, just a taste, just a flash of what will be at the time of the resurrection. And that's actually what they had in mind when they sang that song. And so the connection between saying this every day with joy, thus demonstrating our deep faith and belief that that moment will really come, the connection between reciting the Song of the Sea every day and the future is that actually the secret of the Song of the Sea is that it refers to that time in the future, which is the root and the source of all true joy in this world, the knowledge that one day God will bring about the complete resurrection of humanity, and that will be the moment, the greatest possible moment of the true revelation of the power of God.